Welcome to the show, everyone. This is Living Exponentially. I am Eileen Tesh, and today we have with us Mark Fortin. He is chair Macomb County Republican Party here in Michigan. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well,
nice to talk to you again.
Yes. You've just been everywhere. I've seen you down at one of Trump's golf courses and up in Lansing. So tell us a little bit about what your role is as chair and what you're looking to do, what your vision is here for the 2024 election.
Well, the role of a county party, as I'm sure you're aware, is to elect Republicans, raise money to do it, and build a party, and that kind of thing. That's the general role of a county party, elect a county Republican Party. Expand the base, raise money, support candidates, and so on and so forth. Now, naturally, we cannot support candidates until after the primary. The public decides who the Republican candidates are going to be in November. So it's after the primary that we can spend money and that kind of thing, but we cannot do it prior to primary. We have no impact on the primaries officially.
Officially, but there's political action committees, that PACs, that
individuals can support who they want, but the party itself has to be neutral.
Yes. Well, if you follow the policy, the rules, the law, which many do not. And so, well, and talking about not following, the Republican Party platform, you have people that say they're Republican, and we soon see that they're quite the opposite. They're just there, especially here in St. Clair County. You cannot win unless you file as a Republican, and we have a number of elected leaders that, by their actions, by their different policies, that they are not for the Republican Party. We call them rhinos, I guess.
We have a glaring example in Macomb, but you're right. And one thing I think that us grassroots people do too much is use the word rhino. I mean, rhinos do exist, right? Like Justin Amash, who voted twice to impeach Trump. I consider that kind of rhino-y behavior. So, but they do exist, but there's not really that many actual rhinos, people that are not Republicans, that are elected as Republicans. It's mostly a division between establishment-minded people who defend the status quo, should I say. They're Republicans, but they may be more moderate. They may be more glued to an establishment that's been developed for 30, 40 years, and they're very, very resistant to change. And that's the major problem, is establishment-minded people, grassroots-minded people who feel they're underrepresented.
I like that. I see. That's a good differentiation as opposed to rhino and Republican, because every time I hear that word, right?
Yeah, we disagree with somebody. Oh, they're a rhino.
Right.
Well, maybe not.
Right. No, they're just following or being whoever they were mentored by. Speaking of Mr. Amash, so apparently he has made it onto the ballot, this Justin Amash, and running for U.S. Senate here in Michigan. Do you know anything about him?
Not a lot, other than the fact he was so much against Trump, he voted to impeach him 2 times.
Right.
The Democrats would never vote to impeach anybody, anywhere, anytime, for anything.
Right.
And to me, that's totally unacceptable, and it's not what any Republican ought to do.
Well, I mean,
I would believe,
yes,
if we really had a Biden, though, I think the Republican Party's honest, and I think people would impeach a very terrible person, or at least really, make a fuss out of it. But Democrats would never dream of such a thing. Right. And here we have Republicans getting rid of somebody that's done a great job.
Right. So. And with Mr. Amash, I mean, there's only one word that comes to mind, and that's delusional. That he thinks he can win. I mean, why is he running? But then again, there's people out there that forget or are not educated.
That's true.
And, he's been around, young guy, nice looking, been
Yep.
around. So, hey, give him my vote. Let's see what happens. Well, if you did your
Could
homework,
be.
you'd know what's going to happen.
Amen. It's not going to be good.
Exactly.
And that race, by the way, is critically important in Michigan because it's an open seat.
Right.
I mean, you and I have been observers of this stuff for a long time. An open seat is a big thing. I mean, oh man, that means no incumbent. That means we got a real chance here. And Trump, when he comes back, which he will, he needs a Senate majority. So we do have to win that seat in Michigan. We really do.
Absolutely. With the right person, of course.
That would be helpful. Yes.
Yes, that would be helpful. And we know that sometimes, more often than not, President Trump's endorsements are questionable because he's got
Well,
advisors or.
that's right. He made an endorsement in the Senate race, didn't he?
Yes.
And right away, I got a call from a gentleman. I don't know if I should name names on the show, but he's very actively involved. I mean, is it okay to name names?
Sure.
Well, he's part of, you've heard of the Grand New Party?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, well, he's pretty much at the top of that ladder. And he right away called and wanted me to sign a letter against the president for making an endorsement, the particular endorsement that he made. And I refused. And I said, look, a lot of people sometimes don't like his endorsements, but I'll tell you something right now. We have no idea why he did it. A lot of people might not like it, but why did he do it? We don't know the whole story.
That's right.
So I refused to sign it. Then he called our vice chair, Lisa Mankiewicz, and tried to get her to sign it. She wouldn't for the same reasons. And it's true. So here we have found out that the person in question has met with the president many times in recent months. So who knows what's going on? So I am not going to go against our president's endorsements in this critical year because we have no idea what the whole story is.
Exactly.
And
you know firsthand that some of those endorsements we were shocked, but then guess what?
Sure.
All politics is local, and that's where the power is. Focusing on your own county and community and getting the right people elected. Now, is there still a division over there in Macomb County? Is there two Republican parties, three? I lost count.
Eileen, what do you want? Do you want me to be the politician? Oh, Eileen, everything is great. You wouldn't believe this. We're so unified as or you want me to tell you the truth?
Let's try the truth.
I think you want the
truth.
truth.
The truth will set you free.
Amen. I think I'm going to be set free this fall when they elect a new chair, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
But anyway, Macomb, as you know, has always had divisions between the establishment and the grassroots, and currently since 2016, 17, the grassroots has largely controlled Macomb County Republican Party. So that division still exists. Lisa and I worked a couple months, my vice chair, to get Laura here. We convinced everybody that Macomb is critical, and that's what I want your viewers to understand, that we're all in this boat together. But in 2016, our vice chair, Lisa Mankiewicz, was the chair of she worked for the Trump campaign, that she was in charge of Macomb County. She did a great job, but we all did. Everybody, the voter, any activists, we all worked together. But the situation she was put in, she wound up in Southern Macomb, which is heavily Democratic. That's where her office was, all this kind of thing. So everything was centered there. Now, if you take the election, you can check this out, Eileen. If you check the 2016 election and you add up all the counties in Michigan, and Hillary Clinton won Michigan by 30,000 votes.
Wow.
But if you keep Macomb out of it, all the counties together except Macomb. Now you take Macomb results and you add it, and that 30,000 deficit is overcome by 11,000 votes, and Trump won Michigan.
Wow.
I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. Oh, we're Macomb County Party, blah, blah, blah. No, we're all in the same dang boat.
But statistically,
I wish I was.
The way Macomb County goes in the past 100 years is the way the country goes. The president.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I wish I was chair of one of the Upper Peninsula counties that are pure red, and I could just set all election year and just smoke a cigar, which I rarely do, but on occasion, and sit there with a cigar and watch it all happen. And I know, hey, we're big winners, Macomb, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, and we must this year win bigger in Macomb than we did in 2016. It must happen because we are the largest red county, and the other large counties are blue. We have to overcome those counties.
Right.
And we need everybody's help to do it. So we need people to participate in this upcoming dinner and make it successful because of the division of Macomb. We worked very hard to make this happen. We thought it would be a huge unifier. We really did because of Trump.
And
him at the top of the ticket, with him at the top of the ticket, we made Macomb blue in 2020. So we took everything. We took the majority of county commissions for the first time since '88. We took 3 of the 4 county-wides with Trump at the helm. And that's who got those people elected. They did not go door to door in droves for our local officials. Believe me, in some cases.
You said
anyway,
you got Macomb County blue.
Macomb was blue, and we flipped it red.
Oh, you made it red. Yes.
Made it red in 2020 because for the first time since '88, we took the majority of county commission. And
well, let's take a quick break here from our sponsor and come back and talk more about back with Mark Fortin, chair of Macomb County GOP, and you are putting on the Lincoln Day dinner. What is the date?
It's next Wednesday, June 12th.
And
location? It's going to be a fantastic dinner. I'm sorry, did you say something?
The location.
Oh, it's Penna's of Sterling on Van Dyke around 17 Mile Road. It's a huge, beautiful, unbelievable hall. Laura is going to feel quite at home.
Laura Trump is coming. She's going to be the keynote speaker. Yes, she's going to be our speaker.
Okay. And then Mark McKay, a country singer, he wrote a song that Trump loves. He played for Trump, but he loves it. And he's singing it publicly for the first time at this dinner.
Wow.
And he's coming because Laura's there and everything. So he's coming to this dinner. He's going to sing the national anthem. And I think maybe 2 or 3 songs, including it. I think it's 3 songs, including the anthem. But anyway, it's going to be a wonderful dinner, a fantastic menu. They're known for their food, and they're going all out. And they said to us, don't worry about, how you have to give it a certain date account?
Right.
They said, Mark, don't worry about it. Keep selling tickets. We'll make it work. They are fantastic people to deal with. They love Trump. And it's just going to be an exciting dinner. It really will be great.
And at the money you raise for this from the Lincoln Day dinner, why do they always call it the Lincoln Day dinner?
Well, Lincoln, as you know, was the first Republican president. And that's always been traditional. It's amazing, how when you look at history, and I think you realize this, Lincoln wasn't all that well liked, even among a lot of Republicans.
Yes.
And then we have Ronald Reagan, and he was not liked by a whole lot of Republicans either. I'm talking about the establishment type bunch. They didn't like him.
Right.
The people loved him. So now we have Trump, and the people love Trump, but boy, the established Republicans, what are they doing to defend him right now in Washington, our elected Republicans, right? Nothing. And what he's going through is unbelievable, but he's getting more popular all the time. So I predict to you that very soon we are going to have Trump Day dinners because they may hate these 3 guys, but they love making money off of them.
Yeah.
They love it. So we've had Lincoln Day dinners for Eileen. I have no idea how many years. I've been involved since '86. And I'm sure well beyond that. And but now they do have Reagan Day dinners. Districts usually have the Reagan Day dinners, and we are later this fall going to put on a Trump dinner.
How fun!
You're the first one to know. Probably around August after the primary or something, we'll put on the Trump dinner.
Beautiful. And I know you have some specials going for veterans, delegates, Second Amendment.
It's an expensive dinner. We were advised when we were putting it together, and we were advised if you want a very special speaker, that you have to make it special. So the pricing and all that, we were advised to do it, and so we decided to have some discounts. We thought of it on Memorial Day. Who was more for veterans than Trump? I mean, he did so much with the VA hospitals. He kept us out of war. I mean, we would not, I bet my life we would not be where we are today in another proxy war had he been reelected. We believe he was reelected, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
So at this point, so we would not be where we are today. We would not be paying the prices we're paying, all these things. But war especially is an ugly thing. And it's been a hobby in America since George Bush. Proxy war after proxy war, winning none of them. Oh, my Lord.
Please.
So we figure Trump is big-time veteran.
Yes.
And so we thought, well, we're going to have a special discount for veterans. Doesn't matter who they are. And we have one. And so we have a discount code. So they go to buy tickets, they get $100 off a ticket with this code. Then delegates, it's important that delegates come. We don't care from where. I don't care if they're a delegate in Honolulu. If they want to come to dinner, they're going to get $100 off, but they got a code to do it. So there's a special code for the delegates, because we want them there to be inspired. We have an election. We need delegates to volunteer to do things. So we thought it'd be a great idea to do that. So they'll get $100 off also. And then I was talking to Livingston County Chair, a great guy, and he's helping. And so we put a code for like Livingston County Second Amendment, because they're very, very heavy. So people like NRA people or 2A people, they can use the code too and get $100 off their ticket.
And to get to buy tickets, go to Macomb County GOP website.
Macomb-GOP.com.
Macomb-GOP.com.
And that's our website. It'll open in about 2-3 seconds later. A big thing will pop up for the tickets with a picture of Laura, and you follow the ticket. You hit the ticket thing, it'll go to another screen. You hit it again, and then it goes to where you pick your tables and seats and that kind of thing. And then when you go to pay, though, you have to look. The way the program is, we can't alter it. So it's hard to find. Down at the bottom, it's hard to find the button you click on to enter the code. And we had a couple people call, I can't find it.
Okay.
But they'll find it.
Okay. Thank you so much. And one last question. If somebody decides at the last minute they want to come, can they buy tickets at the door?
No tickets at the door, I'm afraid. We were told the hall is fabulous. They have hosted 3 presidents, including Reagan. Pictures all over the place of them and Reagan and everything. And they said, no, this type of dinner, you don't do that.
Okay.
So you can get them online, and but there won't be any tickets at the door.
Very good. Okay, thank you, Mark, for all your hard work. And
thank you, Eileen. It's great to talk to you again.
You too, and looking forward to seeing you for the Lincoln Day dinner. God bless you.
Bye-bye.